this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song by Eminem called Bad Guy. And it starts out with this really cool bass riff where you can play 3rd fret on the D string, 3rd on the A, open D, and then 3rd on the low E, and then open A. And then we kind of start that over again, kind of 3 on the D, 3 on the A, open D, 3rd on the low E, and then open A, but then we play 3rd on the A. And that kind of becomes our main chorus bass line. It's kind of that F, C, D, G, A, E, F, C, D, G, A, C. And the chords that can back that up would start on an F major chord. We'll talk about some really easy options here. Normally you do that as a 1st fret bar, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the A 3rd, pinky on the D 3rd. You can work that as an F major bar chord. Or you can kind of work that as a little bit easier if you're trying to avoid the bar chords by using an F major 7. You normally do that 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the D 3rd, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, it sounds an F major 7 chord. It sounds really groovy happy. Now another possibility would be using an F major 13 by doing 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for the F major. Or if you really want to rock this out, you want to think about using an F5 power chord by doing 1st finger on the low E 1st fret, 3rd finger on the A 3rd fret, kind of working that for the F. And then from the F, we could kind of follow that bass line, kind of that F, or you could even kind of take that power chord shape and work it from the D string 3rd, kind of 3rd finger on the G 5th fret, it's kind of an F5, and then make that C really thick by using a C5 power chord. 1st finger on the A 3rd, 3rd finger on the D 5th fret, kind of a C5, and then from there we can kind of work that into a D note, and you could even kind of work that as a D5 power chord, either using the open D and the 2nd fret on the G, or you could use 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D, it's kind of a D5. And then we kind of go to a G5 power chord, kind of for that G note on the low E string. So you could do 1st finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the A 5th fret. So if you wanted to make that really heavy actually on that intro, you can even kind of back it up with the power chords, kind of F, C, D, G, and then we could work that into kind of an A5 power chord, open A and 2nd fret on the D, or you could use 5th fret on the low E, 7th fret on the A. It's kind of an A5 power chord. And then we go to an E5 power chord. And you can kind of work that shape off of the D string 2nd, 3rd finger on the G string 4th fret, kind of how we're working the bass line. Or you could work that open E and 2nd fret on the A, or you could work it 7th fret on the A and then 3rd finger on the D 9th fret. It'd be kind of cool. And then we kind of start that idea over again. F, C, D, G, A, and then you might want to go back to the C5 power chord. So you could even make it just a power chord idea, make it really heavy. F, C, D, G, A, E, F, C, D, G, A, C. Or you can make the bigger chords, like we kind of started with the F major chord. And that C, D, G is all kind of an elaboration of that. And then we can kind of make a change to the G major chord on the G major, or on the G note, by doing 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the high E 3rd. And if you strum the A string, or actually all the strings, that sounds a G major chord and sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on putting 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And kind of working out for the G major. And then from the G major for the A note, we can back that up with an A minor chord. 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the G 2nd. If you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord and it sounds really sad. Now you may also dig on lifting off the 1st finger and making that an A sus2, or adding in the pinky on the B 3rd for an A suspended chord, kind of saying some stuff around the A minor. Or you may dig on lifting the 3rd finger, making it an A minor 7, or adding in the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7. Or you could use an A7 sus by doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Especially if you're just starting out, that might make it a little bit easier to make the F to the G change, to the A minor, and then we kind of go to an E minor chord. And normally you do that 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 2nd. If you strum all those together, oh, the sad sounds of E minor. Now you may also dig on adding in third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working holding on to that for an E minor 7. And we kind of start that over again, kind of that F chord to the G, da, da, A minor. But then you may want to go to a C major chord. I normally do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second, third finger on the A third. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Around C's in general, you may want to lift off the first finger, maybe on a C major 7, or you can add in the pinky on the B third for a C major 9. Kind of say some stuff around that chord. Or another way to play C major 9 is to do first finger on the D second, second finger on the A third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that with the C major. And through that part, you could even work it as kind of a down count idea. Kind of a F, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, E minor. So I'm kind of doing 4 downs on each of those chords. I'm adding a little bit of muting with the right hand, kind of taking the flat of the right hand, laying it down, just to make that a little sneaky. But that might be kind of a cool way to kind of back that up. Or sometimes I'm kind of like splitting things different ways. So you want to kind of experiment with kind of working. You can almost work it as like a 3+5 idea. F, 2, 3, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A minor, 2, 3, E minor, F, G, A minor, C. Or it almost feels like it kind of drag a little bit, maybe a 5+3 idea would be cool too. Kind of F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G, A, 2, 3, 4, 5, E minor, F, 2, 3, 4, 5, G for 3, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, C for 3. So you can play around with it a little bit too. Or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So we took the F major 7 and just tried that a lot. You have down, down, up, down, 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 down. The weird part is the chords will kind of feel like they're half. So we want to take just half the strum pattern and kind of try that on each of the chords. Kind of F, down, up, G, down, up, A minor, down, up, E minor, F, down, up, G, A minor, C. Or you could split the pattern and do the F with the down, down, up, and then go to the G for the up, down, up, and then A minor with the down, down, up, and then E minor with the up, down, up, and back to the F with the down, down, up, G with the up, down, up, A minor with the down, down, up, and C with the up, down, up. Taking the pattern and kind of splitting between the chords. F, down, up, G, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, E minor, F, down, up, G, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, C, up, down. Or for myself, I was kind of gravitating towards something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot at the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the F and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. And on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, up, down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. So all together, you got down, 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 down. So one way to apply that is to do just half the pattern, kind of down, down, down up on each chord. You have F, down, down, G, down, down, A minor, down, down, E minor, F, down, down, G, A minor, C. Or you can split the pattern by doing the F with the down, 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 up, and then going to the G for the up, down, down, up, down, up. So we try our A minor, or into our verse on an A minor chord. And you'll kind of hear this cool little lick kind of happen around the A minor, where you can play open E, first on the B, third fret on the B, and then second fret on the G. So kind of 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 3, 2. You'll kind of hear in the background. And you could even back that up with an open A note and kind of make that a little two-part. So I'm doing that hybrid picking, using my pick for my bass and my fingers to kind of cover the other notes of the lick. Might be kind of a cool thing to do. Or you could even kind of work it around the A minor and kind of try and bring out those notes of the lick. Or you could do the down, down, up, kind of through that part. Or you could use the 16th through the verse. So it's almost like an A minor break. And we kind of end up repeating that. And towards the end of the verse, you'll kind of hear the chorus kind of sneak back in. So then we kind of back to our F, G, minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, C, before we go into kind of that full-blown chorus idea. And one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw a bass note in for the chord. So on the F major 7, you have the D for a bass, down, up, down. On the F bar, you have low E for the bass. On the G, you have low E for the bass. On the A minor, you have the A for the bass. On the E minor, you have low E for the bass. And on the C, you have the A for the bass. If I try our chorus with a bass down, up, down, you can do just bass down, up on each one. F, G, A minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, C. Or you can try splitting the pattern with the basses. Bass, down, up, E minor, up, down, F, bass, down, up, G, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, C, up, down. Or if you're digging on the 16th, you could work it off a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. That'll be cool little variations. So you could work it off a bass, down, up on each chord. F, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, A minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, C. Or you could try the split pattern idea with basses, and this could be really cool. You could do the F with a bass, down, down, up, and then go to the G for the up, bass, down, and kind of split them. F, down, down, up, G, up, bass, down, up, A minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, C. From that chorus, then we go back into our verse idea. And you could kind of follow that lick idea. Digging on that. Or you can kind of work the bass down, up, on the A minor, and just kind of stay on the A minor. Kind of like a vamp on the A minor. Vampires, vamp. I'm gonna stay on this chord forever. Or you can kind of work the 16th idea. Kind of A minor. That kind of matches the feel a little bit better too. And from there, we'd be going into our next chorus. Back to kind of our intro idea. Around these chords too. Feel free to take this lesson and kind of run with it too. It'd be kind of cool to experiment with hammer-ons into the chords. Kind of switching it up, kind of adding in some licks. And then from there, we go into our next verse. So kind of back to our A minor vamp, kind of working our licks again. Kind of go into our next chorus. And then we got our F, G, A minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, C. And we repeat that for that chorus, and then you kind of hear a break, and then all of a sudden we change keys all of a sudden at the very, very end on our outro. And this is kind of weird actually. If you wanted to follow the bass line that's kind of working, you go 6 on the A string, it's kind of a D sharp note, and then 4th fret for a C sharp note, 2nd fret for a B note, and then back to the 4th fret for a C sharp note. I did that a little bit quick there. And you could even make that as kind of a power chord idea. You could use a D sharp 5 by doing 1st finger on the 6 on the A, 3rd finger on the 8 on the D. We kind of have 2 measures of the D sharp, and then we can kind of take that shape, and if you slide it down to 4th fret on the A, 6th fret on the D, it makes a C sharp 5 power chord. And then from there we can kind of slide that down to 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D for a B5 power chord. Another possibility for that B note though, you could, instead of doing 2nd, 4th, you could kind of work that 7 on the low E, 9th fret on the A, it's kind of a B5. And randomly the C sharp you could even work as kind of a 9th fret on the low E, 11th fret on the A. And you could even take that D sharp note and work it off 11 and then 13 on the A. It's kind of our D sharp note. D sharp. Or you can use any of those drum patterns actually with those power chords. Or you'll kind of hear this cool little lick come in where you can play 7 on the B, 6 on the B, oh, 7 on the, oh, yeah, that's right, 7 on the B, and then 6 on the B, 4 on the high E, and then 7 on the B, and then we kind of almost start that over again, and 7, 6 on the B, 4 on the high E, and then back to the 7 on the B, and you may want to throw in another 6. So we have 7, 6, 4, 7, 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 7, 6, 4, 7, 7, 6, 4, 7, 6. It's kind of that main idea. And if you wanted to, you could even kind of make that a 2-part idea, kind of working kind of 6th fret on the A string for the B string 7, kick it off. And then we could go to 4 on the A string for the 7 on the B. Go 7 on the low E string for the 7 on the B. And then back to that 3rd or 4th fret on the A for the 7 on the B. So we want to kind of follow that too. That might be kind of a cool way to kind of work it. Or you could just back that up with bigger chords, or you could back those up with some bigger chords by using a D sharp minor chord. And normally you do this as a 6th fret bar, 2nd finger on the B on the 7th fret, 3rd finger on the A or D8th, pinky on the G8th. And if you strum all those together, that makes a D sharp minor chord and it sounds really sad. And randomly, you might also dig on lifting off the pinky and make it a D sharp minor 7. Or you could even add in the pinky on the high E9 for D sharp minor. From there we'd be going to a C sharp major, and normally you do this as kind of a 4th fret bar, 3rd finger over the D, G, and B strings, it's kind of a C sharp major, and then from the C sharp we'd be going to a B major chord, which you could do as kind of a 2nd fret bar, 3rd finger over the D, G, and B, and kind of working the B major, and then from the B major we'd be going back to our C sharp. So you can work it as kind of a bass down, up, down, and all our basses for these bar chords are on the A string, so kind of a bass down. C sharp major, C sharp major, B, B if you want to back that up with bigger chords, C sharp, or you can work the 16th idea, C sharp, major, C sharp, same exact chords a different way. You've got enough time in that break to grab a capo and put it on 6th fret. And now, with a capo on 6th, your A minor chord is a D sharp minor, and your G major is a C sharp major, and your F major is a B major chord. So if you wanted to, you could even kind of work it that way, kind of thinking that capo 6th with the A minor, and then the G, kind of get that lick to kind of come in by using now we're thinking 1st fret on the B string, open B, and then 3rd fret on the B, 1st fret on the B. And randomly you can almost kind of work that around the chords, kind of thinking of that A minor. And then go to the G, and I'm kind of doing that with 2nd finger, 3rd finger, kind of following the low G idea, and that kind of frees up my 1st finger and my pinky, kind of play around with the lick. And then for the F, you could even kind of just fake that, just 1st finger on the low E, 1st fret, 3rd finger you could go on the G string, 2nd fret, and then you could use your 2nd finger and your pinky to kind of work that lick around that chord. Option that you just kind of dig onto. But that's the basics of how you could strum through Bad Guy by Eminem. So good luck.